What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Tuesday. Got a nice 8-game slate here tonight. I got it broken down for you with 6 of my favorite plays on the slate. My money's 6. So before we get going, if you're ready to win some money here in the slate, enjoying the content, slap up that like button. Let's try to get 150 plus likes. It really means a lot. Thank you if we can hit that. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're currently about to hit we're closing on 8,000 subscribers, and when we hit the big 10,000 sub mark, I'm going to be doing a big giveaway. So if you need another incentive or reason to subscribe here, it's definitely a good time as we close in on 10,000 subscribers, because I'm going to be trying to give back to you guys for all the support. So thank you. And what else was I say? Oh, last night, pretty solid night. Giannis went off. Beal was pretty solid. DeRozan was pretty solid. Mason Plumlee is one of the best players of the night. He really worked out on the Nuggets. Reggie Jackson, he was doing well, but the Nuggets ended up blowing out the Pistons, so he didn't get any minutes really in the second half. They pulled him pretty early, then he never came back in. And Frank Jackson, he also got pulled because Ian Clark was playing pretty well in the second half, and he never came back in once Ian Clark came in for him. So those two were a little bit annoying, but the rest of the plays, those other 4 guys were pretty solid. So let's see if we can have even a better night here tonight with the plays. But first up, I'm going to go with Kawhi Leonard at 9,300. With Kyle Lowry doubtful this game, he's probably not going to play. So Kawhi Leonard is going to have a big usage, I think, in this game. Over 20 shots and maybe a few more assists without Kyle Lowry, because he is the main facilitator on the offense. But Kawhi will probably have the ball in his hands a little bit more here. So going against Toronto, though, he's had 2 really big-time scoring performances against his team, averaging 58 DraftKings points, and average 33.5 points a game. So, I mean, this is going to be a high-scoring game. Toronto's implied around 116 points, and Kawhi is going to be that main cog of the offense. I think he honestly could go over 50 DraftKings points in this game, and it's a pretty big game for the 76ers and the Raptors, both teams at the top of the standings of the East. I think Toronto wants to make another message here by beating Philadelphia, so I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with Kemba Walker. He's been a little bit more active, getting back to what he was doing at the beginning of the season with those big-time performances. So 65 going against Chicago the other night. He was kind of struggling before that at 31, 29, 32, 28. So really not his old self in those kind of games. He was struggling to find his stroke, but he got 44 against Memphis, 42 against Indiana. So he's been a little bit up and down definitely this year. Does have some risk to him, but this is a really good matchup, I think. Going against the Clippers, they struggle a lot against point guards. It's going to be a faster pace. The Hornets are implied a little bit more points here in this game, and I feel like Kemba's just a guy that can just attack the rim pretty well. Their defense in the paint, like their rim protectors, aren't great with Gortat and Montrezl Harrell. I think Kemba Walker can definitely finish around those guys, and their three-point defense isn't great either. So I think Kemba Walker can really get it done in a lot of different areas in this game. I'm not sure if they already played the Clippers. He actually had a really bad game against the Clippers the first time out with 29 DraftKings points, but I feel like he's going to bounce back here against this team. Just a really solid matchup. And at 8,700, he has that big upside like we saw last time out against Chicago. He could easily go for 50-plus DraftKings points at a solid price tag at 8,700. So maybe more of a GPP play, considering his inconsistent kind of points here and there. But I feel like his upside is really good, and he can definitely score a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. Then I'm going to go with Dennis Smith Jr. His second game on the Knicks. The first game was a little bit of a letdown, mainly due to the foul trouble in the beginning of the first quarter. He picked up 2 quick fouls, and he got subbed out with like 8 minutes still in the first quarter. So wasn't able to get his normal kind of run and get into a groove. But in this game, I'm expecting him not to get 2 quick fouls again. He'll probably get over 30 minutes. It is a good matchup going against the Detroit Pistons, who struggle against guards. And Dennis Smith Jr., he's going to have a high usage rate, I think, on this offense. I mean, their offense right now, if you look at the lineup, it's like him, Dotson, who's an off-ball player, really doesn't need any touches. Kevin Knox, he's still a rookie. Noah Vonleh, he's not really a guy that needs the ball in his hands that much. And then DeAndre Jordan, who is just kind of an alley-oop guy. So I think Dennis Smith Jr. can get a lot of assists. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. So that means he's going to be able to fill it up. I mean, he can be a rebounding and assist point guard as well. Has that similar kind of upside to those Westbrooks of the world with the rebound and assist ability. Obviously not the same upside, but similar kind of stat. The stat producing kind of lines he can make. So 5,700 here. Think will get over 30 minutes and has one of the best matchups on the court for the Knicks. He honestly could flirt with a double-double in this game with points and assists. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. Then I'm going to go with Terry Rozier. He is priced up a good amount at 6,700 here. But still, the price is still pretty damn feasible, I think, because his upside, again, here is so good without Kyrie Irving in the lineup, with him being in the starting lineup. Last time he did that against the Hornets in just 27 minutes, the guy dropped 46 DraftKings points. His assist rate has been really good with him in the starting lineup. Like, he had 7 assists again here against the Brooklyn Nets when he started that game. And against the Cleveland Cavaliers, he actually had a same kind of situation where he started for Kyrie Irving. He dropped 48 DraftKings points in 30 minutes. So he definitely has that huge upside. If Cleveland can somehow keep this game even closer, where Rozier gets like 35 minutes, he could have a huge game, over 40 DraftKings points again. And he has the best matchup on the court, going against Colin Sexton. Not a great defensive point guard. He's really struggled on defense in his rookie year. And I think Rozier can fill it up again here. His lines have been amazing with this in the starting lineup recently with the rebound and assist ability. Also, he can get some steals. So at 6,700, maybe people are scared away because his price tag has never been that high. But still, I think it's feasible and has that upside. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fourth guy. Is nice because he has shooting guard eligibility as well. And for my fifth guy, I think Sabonis can get it going here again at 5,600, coming off a good performance last night, one of his best ones in a while. He was getting a little bit less minutes recently, like just around the 20 mark, but they need his offense more, I think, in the lineup. I mean, their offense has really been struggling without Victor Oladipo, so it makes sense for them to try to go to Sabonis a little bit more now, especially if he's going to be as efficient as he was in the last game against the Pelicans. So 5,600 here, going against the Lakers team that can struggle against centers, and he's going to be going against the second line, who shouldn't be as good defensively as the Lakers starting line. And in 29 minutes the first time out, he came out the bench here, got some extra run, and he dropped 46 DraftKings points in that game. So if they do that again here, I think he can have a big-time performance. Also, Miles Turner is on a back-to-back. I'm pretty sure Miles Turner is pretty notorious for struggling on back-to-backs, and Sabonis normally kind of picks it up on those back-to-backs. So hopefully that happens again here tonight. 5,600, nice price tag for a guy that has huge upside, especially if Miles Turner gets in foul trouble when he gets some extra run. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fifth guy. For my final guy, we're going to go with Jaylen Brown here at 4,900. He's going to be really chalky, but I'm going to bite the chalk on him. Marcus Morris actually got ruled out today, so that means Jaylen Brown will likely enter the starting lineup or just get starter minutes again here. He has been playing more than 3 recently in some of the lineups, and the Cavs play pretty small, so Jaylen Brown could definitely start, get around 30 minutes, and he's been really active and good on the offensive end recently. If you look at his stat lines, 43 against the Hornets the other night in 30 minutes, 33 against Brooklyn in 32 minutes, against the same Cavs team, 25 minutes, 33 DraftKings points. He's just been shooting very well, and he normally, when Kyrie Irving is out of the lineup, he is normally even more aggressive and able to put up points in a flurry. So 4,900, great value. I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So obviously not much money left over remaining per player, but there's a lot of good value on the slate. Like this one guy in particular, David Nwaba. I'm guessing he'll enter the starting lineup, and at 3,600, he is a guy that has some ability. I think he could return value at that price tag. If you throw him in there at the utility, then you got 5,500 remaining for the center. So just someone like that, and also some value probably open up as the day goes on. So follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby for any updates on the plays and any this kind of guys I tweet out about that could be potential good values to fill out your lineup. But good luck here tonight. Hope you guys kill it. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Over 150 likes, like I said. And subscribe if you haven't already to get these NBA DraftKings picks and advice the remainder of the season. Also, MLB coming right around the corner. I do those videos daily as well. So good luck here, and we'll see you back here again next time.